Hello, Shining Lights. This is Laura Tiao, intuitive coach and energy healer. I wanted to take the time today to talk a little bit to you about those feelings of dependency that sometimes as adults or some adults experience. It has come up a couple of times with some clients where talking we discover that this person feels that is not functional unless someone else is there to do things for them or for him, and this person may rely on somebody else to meet all of their needs. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. So what happens? Okay, when we are kids, we rely on our parents to meet all of our needs. Okay, so we need food, shelter, clothing, love, being taken care of. We need all that from our parents. They have to provide it to us. When we grow and we become teenagers, usually there's a cut in that need where that individual is trying to start exploring the world and wants to go out there and be more independent and do things by themselves and likes to explore and is interested in doing new things and trying themselves. What happens sometimes is that sometimes parents fail into teaching those kids or passing on the information and the belief that they can be independent, that one day they can do everything on their own and they are going to be able to survive and thrive. But not always is like that. Sometimes there is real abandonment from one of the parents. So they, for example, one of the parents go or both of them leave the kid. So they grow up with that feeling of not being good enough, not being able to do something. And they fear that abandonment from somebody else, or sometimes there is real negligence. The parent is there, but they are not really taken care of. So then this individual grows thinking that, well, I do depend on other people because I don't want to be abandoned. I want to be loved. I want to be taken care of. And they don't make that cut that we were talking about at the beginning. They fail to cut that link. Then what happens is we continue to grow and we keep that dependence on others to take care of us because we feel that we are unable to do it by ourselves. When in the reality, of course, it's not true, because we are all able to take care of ourselves, and we are the first source of our own safety and security and love, and all of our needs can be met by us. We don't need to rely on other people. When we start recognizing that we are in fact experiencing those behaviors, that we are in fact not confident enough, and we don't have self-esteem, and we do have that feelings of and actions, we take actions that are really reflecting on that codependency. Once we identify, okay, well, I am doing this, that's the first step to change, because that brings awareness. Okay, that's first thing we identify. The second part is we try to understand where it comes from. We have to identify what's the origin. Where does it come from? When was the first time I started to feel that way? I started to feel that fear of abandonment or not being good enough, or I am not capable, I am not smart enough, I cannot do it on my own. It comes from somewhere. So, second is identifying that. Once we are open to look for it, to the behavior, and then we identify where it comes from, there's a lot of awareness there, because then we understand what it is. We understand why it's there, and then it's like we are then open to continue looking for those behaviors or those feelings. And we can then change. We can then stop. We can then say, okay, oops, this is not mine. I am able to do whatever I want. And as another thing, third thing that I recommend is to start taking small steps. Start taking steps that is going to help you be more confident. It's going to, even if it's small, it doesn't have to be a big thing, okay? But even if it's small, if you're someone that usually never goes alone shopping, go alone shopping. You never pay a bill, go pay that bill. So it's small steps that are going to help you build that confidence, build that trust in yourself, that in fact you are, of course, able to do everything you want and be independent and be the first source of your own safety, security, and love. Okay? Then another thing that I recommend, of course, is to do a deeper healing, doing Reiki or any other type of meditations as well, or any other type of energy healing to strengthen and to shift those beliefs is very important. Strengthen energetically your body to shift to the positive. So we find those beliefs that are limiting you, and then we shift them to something that is positive and is encouraging, and it's a belief that is expansive. That is extremely, extremely key as well. So if you feel that you are codependent like that you feel that you're not good enough, that you feel that you can't, let me tell you that you definitely can. So have that first awareness, have that first trust in yourself, and say, okay, I am going to identify, I'm going to see, I'm open to see what is going on, going deeper, and then take the steps to start changing. Remember, small steps. If this is something that you are experiencing, that you are open to discuss, I am more than happy to help you. You can visit my website, lauratio.com. You can also go on my Instagram. I am Lauratio, YouTube, Lauratio20, and just book an initial consultation. It's free. And we will be able to discuss what are the things that are bothering you, what are the things that you would like to change that are not working in your life. And you'll see that you're going to experience a big and deep transformation. Thank you very much and have an amazing rest of the week. Bye.